Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Afifa Matul Azhara from Group 5, and Group 5 will present about reporting and evaluating research. Here I'm going to explain about what is a research report and what are its types. Nah, a research report is a completed study that reports an investigation or exploration of a problem, identifies question to be addressed, and includes data collected, analyzed, and interpreted by the researcher. Jadi, research report atau laporan penelitian itu adalah studi lengkap yang melaporkan penyelidikan atau eksplorasi masalah, mengidentifikasi pertanyaan yang akan dijawab, dan mencakup data yang dikumpulkan, dianalisis, dan diinterpretasikan oleh peneliti. Nah, what audience will receive the report? For groups and individuals to understand and potentially use findings from research, you write the research report in a way that is acceptable to the intended audiences. Thus, a cardinal rule for writing is to write for the audience. Unquestionably, different audiences employ varied standards, as shown in Table 9.1. The first is faculty, advisor, or committees. The second is journal reviewers. The third is policymakers. Number 4 is practicing educators in the field. And number 5 is conference paper reviewer. And the last is the researchers. Nah, and next slide is what are the types of research reports? Jadi apa saja jenis-jenis laporan penelitian? Nah, jadi jenis-jenis laporan penelitian itu ada 7 jenis, yaitu yang pertama ada dissertation and thesis, yang kedua ada dissertation and thesis proposal, yang ketiga ada quantitative and qualitative dissertation and thesis proposals, nomor 4 ada journal articles, nomor 5 conference papers and proposals, nomor 6 sample guidelines for proposal, and the last is report for policymakers or school personnel. Now we're going to the next slide. Dissertation and thesis. Dissertation and thesis are the doctoral and master research reports prepared for faculty and graduate committees. Jadi disertasi dan tesis adalah laporan penelitian doktoral dan master yang disiapkan untuk komite fakultas dan pasca sarjana. The length of a dissertation or thesis can vary depending on the tradition in a school or department. The doctoral dissertation might range from the shorter dissertation of 100 page to more than 500 page. This dissertation, conducted by doctoral graduate students, are usually longer than master thesis. Masters, they may run from 50 to 100 page. In general, qualitative studies are much longer than qualitative studies. Qualitative researchers often report many quotes and present multiple perspectives or on terms. Jadi lamanya disertasi atau tesis itu bermacam-macam tergantung dari jurusan itu sendiri. Nah, disertasi doktoral berkisar dari lebih pendek dari 100 halaman sampai dengan 400 halaman. Kalau disertasi yang dilakukan oleh mahasiswa pasca sarjana doktor, itu biasanya lebih panjang dari tesis master. Kalau master ini dari 50 sampai 100 halaman. Jadi secara umum, studi kualitatif lebih panjang daripada studi kuantitatif. Next slide is dissertation and thesis proposal. A dissertation or thesis proposal is a plan for a research report, initiated and developed before the research actually begins. Jadi dissertation and thesis proposal adalah rencana laporan penelitian yang diprakarsai dan dikembangkan sebelum penelitian benar-benar dimulai. The purpose of proposals is to help an investigator think through all aspects of the study and anticipate problems. A proposal also provides a written document that faculty and advisors can read, evaluate, and critique to improve a study. The research plan or proposals becomes a document to sell the study, a written narrative that must convince the faculty of the need, importance, and value of the proposal study. The next slide is Quantitative and qualitative dissertation and thesis proposals. Figure 9.2 illustrates typical quantitative and qualitative proposals formats for both dissertation and thesis reports. The topic in both formats address the major ideas faculty often seek to know about a project. In the format for a quantitative proposal, most of the plan is included in three major sections: the introduction, the review of literature, and the methods. You can see in figure 9.2, the overall format for a qualitative proposal contains only two major sections, the introduction and the procedure. You will notice that the qualitative proposals format doesn't contain a separate section on literature review. Instead, you combine the literature with a discussion on the anticipated outcomes of the study, position it near and of the proposal, and characterize it as optimal. In a qualitative proposal, the literature review documents the need to study the problem, but it doesn't lead to faculty unfamiliar with qualitative research. You would provide this rationale for not including a separate literature review section in your proposal. However, if faculty requests that you include a complete literature review in a proposal, it is wise to comply with the request. Still, at the end of the review, you might state that the review is tentative and that it will be developed or complete later after learning about the participant views. This stance will be consistent with good qualitative research. Now turning again to figure 9.2, the qualitative proposals includes a procedure section in which you present the major characteristic of qualitative research and design as well as information about sampling and data analysis. The final section presents a preliminary investigation of your topic if you have completed such a study. Right is journal articles. A journal article is a polished, shorter research report that you send to an editor of a journal. The editor arranges for 2 or 3 reviewers to provide comments, which typically falls into one of 3 categories. It is accept, revise, and resubmit or reject. Jadi jurnal artikel adalah laporan penelitian singkat yang dipoles yang Anda kirimkan ke editor jurnal. Editor mengatur 2 atau 3 pengulas untuk memberikan komentar, yang biasanya termasuk dalam salah satu dari 3 kategori, yaitu yang pertama ada menerima, yang kedua merevisi, dan yang ketiga ada mengirim ulang atau menolak. Next, conference papers or proposals. A conference paper is a research report presented to an audience at a state, regional, national, or international conference typically sponsored by a professional association. Developing and presenting a conference paper from a research study helps to publicize the study, provides a research entry for a resume, helps to advance the work of the author within the educational research community, and builds knowledge among researchers exploring the topic. Typically, the length of a conference paper is about the same as journal article, about 25 pages plus tables, figures, and appendices. A conference proposal is a brief proposal to present a study at a conference. Typically, these proposals run about 3 pages long, and reviewers use them to determine whether they will accept the paper for presentation at the conference. A conference proposal needs to conform to guidelines provided by the conference association. Next, sample guidelines for proposals. To illustrate the process of developing a proposal for a conference paper, we will examine the AERA call for proposals that is printed each year in the Educational Researchers Journal. The format of paper presentations at AERA has changed in recent years and requires that an author submit materials by a set deadline. And then, you need to provide a summary about your research that includes objective or purpose, perspectives or theoretical framework, methods, techniques or modes of inquiry, data source or evidence, results and or conclusion or point of view, and then educational or scientific importance of the study. The last slide is reports for policymakers or school personnel. A final type of research report is one that you present to practitioners who are in positions of responsibility in education. This individual may be policy makers in state and federal governments or leaders in schools, such as superintendents, principals, curriculum directors, and teachers. The research report presented to this individual might follow these guidelines. The first is the timing is most important. The second is report specific results from your research. Third is present the results simply and clearly. And then include a one-page executive summary at the beginning of your research report. And the last is obtain clearance for key individuals to present your research. Okay, I think that's all for my explanation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.